converting waste paper into the usable one. By using recycled pulp, not only we are able to save cost from buying inexpensive virgin pulp, but we also are able to save 17 of trees, 7,000 gallon of water, and 463 gallon of oil by recycling 1 ton of waste paper, according to United States Environmental Protection Agency. Source of waste paper are classified into 3 major sources. Since paper from each source have a different composition, which will be used and treated differently. The first group is household, which include newspaper and mixed waste. This kind of paper mainly are bleached pulp and contain a lot of printing ink. The second source is from retail and wholesale. This grade is a packaging grade, which mainly are unbleached pulp. This grade of paper contain less ink but contain more sticky material. We can call this grade as OCC grade, which stand for Old Corrugated Container. The source of this grade is quite important, due to it is indicating the quality of paper, such as AOCC, which is stand for American Old Corrugated Container, will provide higher strength than JAOCC, which stand for Japan Old Corrugated Container, and LOCC, which stand for Local Old Corrugated Container. Since higher amount of long fiber in the paper, and of course the price of AOCC is higher than other OCC from other source. Anyway, OCC from other country are also available. The third source of paper are from offices, institution, printer, and converter. Paper in this grade is a high-quality bleached paper and contains some ink. It's time now to go to paper recycling plant. After mill receive waste paper, bale of paper will be conveyed to the pulper, where it will be mixed with water and chemicals such as sodium hydroxide and hydrogen peroxide, and/or heat to break paper into fiber. Pulp slurry will then be screened to remove contaminant by size different concept. That means the material bigger than fiber will be removed. Then there will be cleaned by weight different concept. That means the materials which are heavier or lighter than fiber will be removed. Most of the time, waste paper carrying printing ink and sticky material, which needed to be removed out of pulp. The process in removing printing ink out of pulp is called the inking process. Small particles of ink are rinsed from the pulp with water in a process called washing, while larger particles and sticky materials are removed with air bubbles in another process called flotation. In flotation cell, surfactant help ink particles attach to tiny air bubbles that are created. The bubbles rise to the top of a flotation cell and create a layer of foam. The ink containing foam is then removed from the top of the cell, and the cleaned ink pulp is removed from the bottom of the cell. But not all the ink particles are removed by washing or flotation process. So, dispersion process must be followed to disintegrate the remaining ink particle, so that they are no longer visible. The de-inked pulp will then be bleached with bleaching chemicals such as hydrogen peroxide, if needed. The pulp is then could be refined or beaten to separate the large bundles of fiber into the individual one, or to make recycled fiber swell, making them ideal for paper making. Now, the recycled pulp are ready to be used. Thank you very much for your attention.
follow us through
YouTube channel. Excellent products and supply.